Gentlemen, welcome back to the maintenance bay. Again, gentlemen, all-inclusive term, don't get upset. I've needed a fume extractor for quite a while because I've done quite a bit more soldering than I ever really anticipated I was going to do in this here job. So, good fume extractor on a reputable company, 80 bucks. Way more money than I'm willing to spend on this. So I did some YouTubing and found some homemade ones with carbon paper, or a carbon fabric rather. It's like $7 on Amazon for the carbon fabric. But that's still more money I wanted to spend on this. So, and by that I mean I wanted to spend $0, which is what I have done now. And here is the setup. We have this little cardboard tube, which said help yourself. I don't even remember where I got this, but I will. Inside carbon tube, I took one of these 24 volt DC fans that I got several of these that were salvaged out of old computers. Almost all government stuff runs on 24 volts so that civilians don't steal all the parts, or soldiers don't take all the parts home for their own use, or these are already scrapped and already thrown away. So this was legal for me to get. Plus on my Dangerous Prototypes manufactured breakout box, which uses this PC fan, I've talked about this before, 12 volts positive out and negative 12 volts as the ground, creates 24 volts. Understand there's not really negative voltage, it's really, think of it like two separate batteries. You're doing this in series, 12 volt battery, 12 volt battery, you combine them together, it gives you 24 volts. So setup, can plus barbecue briquettes, which I put in this here box and smushed up with a sledgehammer real quick. There is a layer on the back side. There's two of these 24 volt fans. The first one's already installed, and basically what we did is orientated the direction that it blows air, and on the fan that's down there, because we're blowing this direction up, the direction of the tube, which would be on its side, but I don't want to spill all that out, is some steel wool, real fine grit. I think it's this is quadruple 040 steel wool, and that's just laminated, or just pressed on rather, on top of the fan and then squished in, and it's just held in place with friction. I'll do the same thing to this side, but it's going to be on that side of the fan because we are exhausting at that point. So there is my fume extractor for free. It didn't cost me a dime. It was just stuff I already had lying around. Well, theoretically I may have bought something in this at some point, but again, I already had it. I didn't have to spend any more money than what I'd already invested. So if you see this video, I'll probably edit it and then throw a video of the thing working. If you don't ever see this video, it's because this didn't work at all. Alright, we got it all put back together, and yeah, right now is working perfect, like exactly how you would want it to work. Beautiful. I'm not getting smoke exhaust out the other side. So, sucking up just like you'd want it to. So we hope. Now, there's a danger in this, which is, if you don't know, steel wool is definitely flammable. There's good news and bad news at least in this. One, the soldering iron, even at 650 degrees, does not produce enough heat. It'll burn it'll tar it a little bit. It's not really a term. But if somehow that thing shorts out, and I'll use my 24 volt input as long as I can get this. Stop moving around. See, it shorts out my power supply when I do that, but steel wool will definitely go, and if you add some oxygen to it, you can see how quickly this can get out of hand. So that would make this a little jet engine of, well, not really jet engine, but it would make it a giant little fireball of chaos on my desk. So we're going to put permanent leads on the connectors, solder everything in place, and heat shrink it, and then we should have no problems. A thought just occurred to me, which is that when we just did this, where we used the 24 volts to light that steel wall on fire, as soon as we made the connection, it's a short to ground, and because the prototypes box here has protection built into it, if you're short to ground, this automatically shuts itself off, and then you have to go in and manually turn it back on. So even if we shorted this out, would this burn? Yes, but the fans would immediately shut off, so we wouldn't get this chaos of fire out the back. And there we have it, all tidied up. Color-coded leads, just so I don't mess it up. Not that it would really matter in the end. And then I just put about 3 feet of this heat shrink on, and ended up using the old bolt holes that held the fans in place just to hold the auxiliary leads in. And then this is actually white heat shrink, so I don't even think it's the same white wire that this is. So yeah, for absolutely no investment other than, I think the only thing I bought in any of this was the heat shrink, and in Korea this is super cheap, like 5 cents.